Hello, my dear. I hope you are well. I've already laid the cards out. Actually, this is I'm starting the video over again because initially I started the video before I laid the cards out, and then I realized that I was pretty much sitting here in silence for like almost 5 minutes while I laid all the cards out. Grab a sheet of paper and a pen so that you can take notes. I've already pulled your oracles. Um, we're going to talk about this reading in the context of energy and how that energy and how that energy is looking right now and what that energy is doing around you, what you're supposed to be learning from the situation. My phone on do not disturb because somebody always seems to call when I'm working. Bottom of the deck, I have the Eight of Swords with the Two of Swords. So, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So it's kind of like you may be contemplating something, or there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so let's just jump into it. So we're going to talk about the main energy around you. We're going to look at the recent past, crowning energy, as it relates to how you feel. We'll look at what you want, what's blocking you, the lesson of the situation, any surprise energy, and what's coming up in the near future. And I've got some cards on the side here that may relate to some of these side categories here. So, okay. So the main energy I have is the Two of Pentacles, which is about juggling. This could be about juggling responsibilities, juggling two separate situations. Your comment mentioned something about friends. So this could be like two different friend groups. This literally could be your friends and your family. Two separate groups, two separate energies, right? I feel as though in the recent past, there may have been some movement. I kind of feel like there's movement away from something, movement away from a situation, only because the crowning energy is the Four of Swords, which is, it's about healing. It is an opportunity to heal, but it's also kind of like taking a step back, retreating your energy from a situation in order for you. It's clarified by the Magician. So, this may have been something that you orchestrated, because sometimes the Four of Swords can be, it's either you voluntarily step back, or the universe forces you to step back, right? So by making conditions a certain kind of way that makes you take a step back. This for me feels more like you elected to do something, taking a step back. And I feel like whatever the situation is, you may have, there's two things here. The initial cards that came out were the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is, while it is a very patient kind of card, it's about assessing the time and energy you've given to a situation and debating on whether or not you want to continue giving to it, or simply take the little bits of your time and energy that you have left and move on. And that's what kind of the energy that I'm getting here with this Knight of Wands. It's kind of like, you know what, maybe I've done all I can do in this situation. I'm not going to make it any better. Clarified by the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of emotion, unspoken emotion here. A lot of unspoken emotions. You may be keeping your thoughts to yourself, very much so. Still have energy to give to the situation, provided that it came to you under the right conditions. What's blocking you from this situation could very well be the fact that this is something really rooted. So if we're talking about like a foundational group, it could be conflict with the other group members that are maybe not in agreement with your departure. That could be a thing. But I'm also getting like there's been like a complete disruption maybe of something that has been foundational within your life, and that you have spent a lot of time cultivating and or being a participant of. I feel like part of the retracting of energy, it was meant to, it's for the purpose of you identifying what it is that's going to make you happy. Like, and understanding having a deep understanding of that. Because whatever it is that you're looking for, you may be going on, the Hermit is about going on a mission of self, to go within. Absolutely, because it's clarifying by the Judgment and the Queen of Pentacles. So I do see where you make a decision to move away from the situation, to move away from a situation that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. That's kind of where we are. Having very high hopes, or even being hopeful for, some kind of resolution, which is absolutely possible. Queen of Pentacles to the Judgment card. There's absolutely an opportunity to if that's something that you're interested in, there's energy here that would support it. Now this Judgment can be a reconciliation, but it also requires you to acknowledge the trash on your side of the street. Okay, so for me, the Judgment card, it is allowing for a peaceful resolution, but it also is an acknowledgement of the shit I did on my side, the shit you did on your side. You know what I'm saying? Part of the lesson here, I feel like you may have waited, or maybe waiting have delayed moving forward despite knowing the truth of a situation. You may be causing your own delay and because there's a lot of stagnant energy. It's like you're causing your own delay. You're maybe looking out towards the future, but not taking any real action towards either bringing forward some truth and awareness so that you can reconcile. That may be what it is. It's like there's silence here. A lot of silence, cold energy. And this would be on your part. Because as I read the cards, I'm reading the cards. This is your energy. So maybe you're the surprise energy, Death card, 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Strength. So maybe you're waiting for the situation to come to a close. And there's a need for you to go off and seek your own happiness. Find your own contentment. By making a decision and or having this awareness, it allows you to move forward, which therefore makes the wheel turn. And whatever fear you have in terms of coming together, or maybe there's a fear about reconciling, or fear of a new beginning. Maybe it's pride that's preventing this thing from coming together solidly. Right? Clarified by the 2 of Cups and the Fool. So there's an opportunity here for some type of reconciliation. But I feel like there's something here that needs to be absolutely dealt with. Waiting for the end. Your happiness would stem from living in the present, in the here and now. And by seeing the truth or having an awareness, that allows for the Wheel of Fortune to turn. And right above it is the 10 of Cups. So I like the fact that 10 of Cups is wish fulfillment. But there's a need for you to maybe erect boundaries, take some responsibility. You may be even dealing with somebody who's very manipulative, or not necessarily manipulative, but controlling. Or this could be potentially you trying to control the situation, or control how you're being perceived. Okay. Now going into the future, I see the 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords, which is you moving away from the situation, moving on, mentally moving on. Yes, it will cause some heartbreak. Yes, it will be. The 3 of Swords is not only about heartbreak, but it is about separation. So could be about moving a distance. 6 of Swords to 3 of Swords definitely could be, there could be some movement here. Relocation energy. I am getting kind of some relocation energy. But that separation leads you, I feel like that after the breakup or the separation or whatever that is, it leads you to the 10 of Cups and the Empress energy. That's a good thing. It's kind of weird the way the energy looks. because I feel like on your end, there's this distress, but really there's no need for it. Okay. I do feel like you're holding back, withholding communication, withholding energy. You may be withholding a lot of energy or withholding any effort in making something go. I actually want to clarify that with a different deck, because I'm looking at the bottom of this deck and I have the Eight of Swords, Two of Swords. So it's kind of like feeling trapped, the feeling of being trapped, or feeling as if you have no other options and you don't know which way to go. But there's the potential here for a new beginning and an apology, but there's this defensive energy behind it with the Seven of Wands and the Devil. And the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. You could be standing your ground against somebody who has this devil energy. Yeah. And then the Ten of Wands, you putting down the burden, because this shit is not your burden. Nine of Pentacles, you on your own, independent, fruits of your labor materializing. I feel like somebody wants to come back around, but I don't know. You might not be interested in it. And the communication that comes with it you're not going to be interested, because it's like there's communication that may come in, but it's not anything you're going to be interested in hearing. And then you're going to be like, okay, do I continue? You're going to be back at this crossroad again. Do I stay or do I go? Do I keep going in the direction that I'm going? Do I keep doing what I'm doing? Or do you speak your truth and go towards what it is that you want? Go towards your own happiness. Whole lot of worry about the unknown. Stop focusing on what you don't know. You're not supposed to know. Go with the flow. You're supposed to just surrender and allow things to take place as they're meant to take place, right? All right. So let's look at your oracles. All right. If you have a question, the answer is no. Release control. Stop trying to force an outcome. Divine timing. Get right or get dragged. Learn the lesson. Conflict and or lies. Beware. Maybe seeing synchronicities of 888. It's about abundance coming. Benefits and rewards. May also be seeing synchronicities of 666. Balance. Peace in your life, particularly with your loved ones. Analyze the matter. Mind over heart decisions. Look at things logically. Absolutely. Don't get your emotions all caught up into it. Remove the emotions. Look at the situation for what it is, not what you wish it could be or what you thought it was. Okay? Why wait? It's time to step forward. Go now. Unexplored options and untapped potential. Energy blockages. Your chakras are misaligned. It's coming together even when you don't see it. Have faith. The one who chooses love wins. Follow your heart. Stop worrying. Your material needs will be met. And what you feel is real. Trust it. And then we have two angel answers cards. One is forgiveness and the other one is it's up to you. Then we have Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart and love to our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. Mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. All right. I have two cards from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. The first one is the Hawk Prince, Spirit Communication and Paying Attention. It came in the reverse as a challenger. The Hawk Prince challenges you to pay attention and listen to the warnings being sent your way. Are you pushing forward in spite of others cautioning about the direction you're headed? Are you refusing to listen to your own inner voice? Red flags are waving in the breeze, and you're being challenged to heed their message. When the Hawk Prince descends as your challenger, it's an indication that something isn't quite right. Don't worry, though. He always arrives just in time for you to let go of your old ideas and begin again. Spirit only wants what's best for you. And the next card is the Eyes of Beauty, positive expectations, clarity. Upright as an ally. When the eyes of beauty show up as your ally, they require you to examine your perceptions. Do you see the world as perfect and beautiful? Can you retrace your steps from your past to now and see the perfection in the way that reality has been created? Truly, perception is everything. A glass half empty is the same as a glass half full, yet different according to how it's perceived. The eyes of beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. You will see true prosperity as a result. Expect to see beauty and you will attract your highest good. Love it. All right. So let's grab a few more cards. Let's see if there's anything else. If there's any other messages here. Any other messages? All right, you. Your friends. So on your end, from this situation, I see an ending. You make a choice to retract, to heal, to move away from something. The Death card, King of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords. On their end, it looks like you've got the Lovers, the Moon, High Priestess, and the King of Wands. It's like you've made a choice, choosing yourself. I see two things. This could be their perception of what you or like what the situation is. I feel like it looks like there's the energy of a choice has been made, and there's maybe it's been done in secret or it's been done quietly, and then action was taken. So that's kind of like how it's looking for them, looking at you, I guess. So maybe there was some kind of thievery, lying within a friendship or within a partnership. And so either they've isolated you or you feel isolated from them, and it's been burdensome. And I kind of feel that, like, literally, there's no wonder I use this particular deck, but it feels like isolation. Even though the Seven of Wands is more about, like standing your ground and being defensive. For me, this is more of like a protective thing. It's more of a protective thing. Yeah, you may have been confused about how committed you wanted to be to this friendship, and maybe this core friend group, or this scenario, or you've been in the past very committed to it, but now definitely there's this definitely a feeling of holding back. I feel like they just see you working towards your own happiness. Yeah. You make a decision to move away from the situation. Two of Wands, Six of Swords. Maybe the friend group was toxic. because this is not a bad thing. I mean, maybe they could be looking at you like you were the toxic one. Okay. Last two cards out were Eight of Cups and Judgment. You walking away. You walk away from this situation, and here's an opportunity to reconcile. There is an opportunity for you to, like, these are my two come to Jesus moment. These are my two come to Jesus cards. With karma trying to balance it all out. Okay. The Judgment card, again, it's a shift in consciousness. It's about, allowing yourselves to see the shit on both sides of the street, not just yours, not just theirs, and an opportunity to clean the slate. It's a clean slate. It's a clean slate. It's your choice. Five of Wands, Ace of Coins, Ace of Wands, Two of Swords. No matter what, it's still your choice. It's your choice if you want to choose to engage, if you want to go back into the cycle. Here's the thing. Reconciliation does not mean reunion. Reconciliation is literally, putting your cards on the table. Everybody sorts out their shit, owns their portion of it, because it's very important that you recognize your own fault within the situation, because for the devil card to appear, there's toxicity within the unit. In order for that toxicity to be there, all people got to participate. Okay, so it's not just like one person, like that's the toxic person, but no, everybody's participating in this shit. So it's a little bit of everybody. Okay, and to what degree really depends on how much you're participating and how much of that energy is yours. But you have an opportunity to address the conflict and drop it, right? And go towards a new beginning. Ace of Coins, Ace of Wands, go in a new direction. But no matter what, I just saw 22:11 on the clock. Look that up. It's your choice. Okay? It's your choice. Totally up to you. All right, my dear. That concludes your reading. I hope you got what you needed out of this. This stays on the channel, and definitely feel free to watch it as many times as you need to. If you want to share your story with me as it relates to the reading, you're welcome to, but not obligated to. But please let me know how it resonated. All right. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Rest of your week, because tomorrow's Friday. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.